Joining us, folks, for the midweek NBA action on the starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Anthony Simon. Avdia is out there with Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, we've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Jones with now guarded by Ayton. Jones against Ayton. McCollum outside. Lock at 6. Out to the right wing. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. From the arc. Pelicans pull it in. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the right side. Rebounded by Kamare. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. But Trailblazers working the ball around now. And the 3 ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Sharpe following the score by New Orleans. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. There's the drive, and then Sharpe with the dunk.
And not just an athlete. Sharpe is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Ayton a screen on Jones. Simons from outside. Tries again, and Ayton with the layup.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 3. Williamson with a screen from McCollum. 3-pointer. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Avdia, a screen on Williamson. And the shot goes in.
Simon's developing this kind of deception to get to that float game. Man, that'll take him to another level.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Avdia, a screen on Jones. Simons. That one no good. Pelicans trail by 3. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so here is New Orleans, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Williamson in the post, defended by Avdia. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to McCollum. There's the pick to the wing right side. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, you can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's McCollum, and the shot goes in. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Yeah, clearly, he had an established position there.
The Trailblazers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
At the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 2. And the second quarter of... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
Now here's Williamson. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And how agile was Zion on that dunk?
It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
And for Portland, they've got Denny Avdia and Fernie Simons out there with Sharp. Then there's Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Sharp with it. Jones covering. Basket good. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
DeAndre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big he can get off of that screen so easily.
Outside, Jones. There's a good screen. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Williamson. No good off the front iron. And Simons has it in the corner. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Jones. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making a bit of a statement. Murphy to the rack.
Portland trailing here. And here's Sharp. 7 points in the game. Pass to Avdia. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And stolen by Ayton. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs
forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And the basket by McCollum.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Sharp, 9 points in the game so far. Ayton finds Simon. No good from the wing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. New Orleans in the lead. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Nisi. They set the pick. Here's Williamson. Oh,
Zion, those 2 points felt like a mini earthquake.
guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And yes, it's good. Sharp's got 4 this quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Ayton against McCollum. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. Here's Nisi. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Nisi's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Pass to Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got 6.
Big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Here's Williamson. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Jones sets the pick for Williamson. Pass to Jones. Stolen by Avdia. Here's Sharp. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's a tie game in New Orleans. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The Trailblazers, 24. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. All right, they're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Bruce Brown is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Hawkins. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Nisi in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Going inside, and a beautiful crossover there.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive.
Defensive foul. Scoop Henderson.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Henderson outside. Wide open look here for Klingon. And it's off from three-point range. Pelicans leading by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
McCollum dishes to Brown. Olynyk in the corner. There's the triple. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
Nice when coaches have a trigger man from the 5 spot. Kelly Olynyk can do that.
Looking to end the run, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Henderson against McCollum. And he comes up with the deuce. Henderson's got his second basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
You just don't want to give away points by giving away passing lanes. McCollum right there waiting for one, then threads the needle.
Pass to Rupert. Walker is screen on Brown. And it's Rupert missing. New Orleans leading by 7. Here is Hawkins. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Klingon's shot is on. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. McCollum outside. There's a screen. Pass to Misi. Stolen by Walker. Grant on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he recovers it. Here's Klingon. Grant gets a wide open look. And at last, they get one to fall.
Nice control by Grant through the tough mid-range jumper. That's a shot of confidence.
Over to the wing. McCollum right side. Lets it go from deep. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Now CJ operating like a surgeon out there tonight.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Hawkins. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Misi. To the paint. Klingon with the steal. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Walker.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Here's McCollum. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got 11 in the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift-wrapping points.
For 3. No good on the shot. New Orleans leading by 10. Down kicks to McCollum. Screen by Olynyk. Hawkins with it. Shoots over Grant. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the New Orleans Pelicans. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Put your hands together.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. See if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jeremy Grant, Andre Ayton out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And timeout called by Willie Green. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murray's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your
Avdia against Williamson to the left wing. Jones sets the pick for Williamson. Portland grabs the miss. Oh, Ayton in position. And stolen by Murray. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Williamson against Sharp. Misses from close range. Trailblazers trail by 8. Outside, Avdia. Shoots the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Avdia's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And it's Murray penetrating. Shot clock at 6. Williamson, the pass to Murray. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Kamare. With the drive. And finished off by Avdia.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
With how Murphy shoots the ball from behind the arc, these driving lanes from time to time are going to be wide open. That's a nice take by Trey.
To the inside. Ayton. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
To tie it up. And it's Sharp missing. Pelicans leading by 3. And Murray. Here we go. Teardrop shot. Good.
Murray has the ball in his hands. His teammates know that they got to stay ready as he's looking to set him up.
Grant finds Sharp driving to the basket. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And to Avdia. Now here's Ayton. D right on him. Grant outside. Portland needs to get off a shot. And it's Ayton missing.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Sharp on the wing. The trade. Rebound by Murray.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
The free ball. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Oh, Ayton in position. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Back to Murray. From outside the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Well, Grant showing some toughness.
The coach's challenge has been issued.
First team foul.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got.
how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
The starters for Utah. We've got Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton out there with John Collins. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Hendricks in at the 3.
And few sights are more impressive than Zion taking flight and absolutely annihilating the rim.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Hendricks. Fires the 3. And no good. Murray looking around. Outside Jones. Here's Williamson. It's guarded by Markkanen. Williamson against Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones from outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Kessler. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud. L-O-U-D.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end.
Picked by Williamson. Murray with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Back to Murray. And there's the screen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hendricks. The Jazz have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Lets the 3 fly. And another miss by Utah. New Orleans has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And there goes Murray, a serious leaper.
To the inside. Here's Hendricks. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Williamson with a screen on Collins. Outside Murray. To the wing on the left. On the wing, Murray. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Sexton. And that one is hammered home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Murray following the bucket by Utah. And it's blocked by Collins.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Now here's Sexton. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's Markkanen on the wing, covered by Williamson. And Markkanen's good for 3. Markkanen's got 5 points.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
Murray passes to Williamson. And a missed layup. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Markkanen, covered by Williamson. Markkanen, the pass to Sexton. Back to Markkanen. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jones up top. Collins defending. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out left to the wing. Sexton against Murray. And again, New Orleans no good. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Markkanen. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
Here's Sexton. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for the Jazz. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So the Utah 5 right now. We've got John Collins, Lauri Markkanen out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Hendricks in at the 3, small forward. Poke loose. Stolen by Collins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Murray against Sexton. They kick it out to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Outside Jones. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah leading. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Collins outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hendricks. From downtown, sinks the tray.
When you can simply shoot over the defender, you've got it made.
Murray with it. Picked up by Collins. The ball's knocked loose. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by Williamson. Now the Pelicans in transition. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Zion Williamson is a 1 of 1. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Pass to Hendricks. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. Williamson, Utah grabs the miss.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Sexton finds Markkanen. Sexton looking around. 6 on the shot clock. He takes it in. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Number 21.
1:05 left in the first half. They set the screen. Murray for 3. Kessler with a rebound. Utah leading by 8. Outside Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Outside for Sexton. And stolen by Murray. Rumbling in, Zion. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson explodes towards the rim when he sees a lane. And trust me, he is fearless.
Collins outside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
Here's Misi. Outside Murray. To the inside. He's off on the layup. And so it's Utah up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Center court. And be ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. All right, they're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Wow, Colin Sexton displaying all his skills today.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got C.J. McCollum, also Bruce Brown out there, and it's Misi in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pass to McCollum. Here's Misi. Back to McCollum. The 3-ball. And the 3-pointer goes. McCollum's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Utah leading by 5. To the left wing. Filipowski for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Outside, Brown. Pass to Misi. Brown with it. Down low. Here's Misi. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from three. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. Pelicans trail by 3. Brown passes to Hawkins. Now here's McCollum.
Utah foul. Hot. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Misi. Outside, Brown. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Here's Misi. And he goes in for the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Filipowski. Brown with the steal. Up top, McCollum. He's covered by Clarkson. Olynyk passes to McCollum. Olynyk with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Misi. Out to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Hawkins. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Jazz have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Potter. The Jazz again can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. McCollum with a steal. It's Brown on the wing, still without a bucket. To the paint. McCollum against Martin. McCollum, the pass to Olynyk. For the lead. McCollum's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he makes it. And the Jazz lead by 3.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Olynyk in the post. He's covered by Clarkson. Right wing. There's a screen. Here's Hawkins. Back to Brown for the tie. Offensive rebound. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to McCollum. Takes the 3. Rebound, Utah. In transition, here come the Jazz. And there's Clarkson. That one's good. On the assist by Filipowski.
Jordan Clarkson has the kind of speed and athleticism to get out in transition and be a problem.
The kick to Olynyk. Back to McCollum. Olynyk with a screen on Clarkson. Outside Olynyk. Right side Brown. The kick to Olynyk. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Olynyk's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Olynyk giving the defense no time to react. Quick catch and shoot.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3. Counted from distance.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Jazz up by 5. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Walker Kessler out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's John Collins. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward. Pass to Murray. On the wing, Jones lets it fly. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They really rely on Murray as a shot creator. He makes a conscious effort to keep everyone involved.
Outside for Sexton. Kessler a screen. Sexton passes to Kessler. And here's Collins. Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Murray. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks, defended by Murray. Here's Hendricks, 5 to shoot. For 3. Williams grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 5. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. To the middle. Here we go. Here's Sexton. Oh, it's blocked by Williamson.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone.
Pass to Murray. Now Williamson out to the right wing. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Sexton. Now here's Kessler. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability.
Oh, Zion lowers the boom.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Kessler finds Sexton. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Good.
This is the guy Williamson wants to be for his team. The player they can count on in the clutch moments.
Outside Sexton. Back to Kessler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the 4th. Sexton passes to Collins. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
These personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, thanks, Allie. 4 on the clock. Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
He has such an impressive night for Zion. He has the ability.
Pass to Kessler. Markkanen outside. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hendricks. Utah with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
To the right side. Williamson. Outside Murray. Here he goes. Williamson passes to Murray. Back to Williamson to take the lead, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the, and with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge.
Worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Here's Collins, and he sinks it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Outside Murray. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Make some noise! Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans, number 21.
Count it!
And you've got to be perfectly in sync on that one.
Man, that's a tough play to convert. Cuts off the pass. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Zion Williamson, third personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a three-point lead.
Two shots.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Thank you to everyone who came out tonight. We appreciate your support. Please get home safe. We hope to see you again soon.
Allie, thank you as always.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Sexton. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Sharp. After Collins, Sexton's miss. Collins against Sharp. Pass to Kamare. Now, Avdia. And he starts out with the miss in this one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Here's Sharp following the bucket by the Jazz. Here he goes. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Hendricks passes to Kessler. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Sharp. They get it back. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
The open look here for Sexton. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Sharp against Sexton. And he goes in for the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Now, here's Markkanen. 5 points in the game. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. That one goes in. Sexton's got 5 points so far.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Are you kidding me? The reverse windmill? He's got some serious nerve going to that finish.
Oh, he just couldn't help himself, could he, Greg? Huh? Had the space, has the hops, why not? Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And Collins isn't going to take it easy when he's going to the basket. He's throwing it down with force.
John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity. And he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Sexton with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Jazz passing it around. Sharp against Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Now, here's Sharp. 6 points for him. It's tipped and stolen by Sexton. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Sexton.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Utah.
And Sexton drops them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Thibault. And the rejection by Collins. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Jazz. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Sexton is out there with Collins. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the mobility from the big man? I love when Collins takes charge and goes aggressively to the hoop.
Will stand after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization. Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
And it's Sharp missing. Utah leading by 15. Sexton with it. Now Avdia defending. Sexton's shot is good.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
There's the pick. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Hendricks. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Jazz lead by 18.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Jazz have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And stolen by Thibault. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Collins. Shoots in deep. And it's Ayton missing. Jazz leading by 18. And coach this guy, Matisse Thybulle. He really changes what you can do on offense with his defense.
Yeah, look. Matisse Thybulle's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive, a great word to use. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Sharp. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Sexton dishes to Collins. Inside, here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's the 3. Got a piece of it. Oh, Sexton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And look at the combo guard get up on that one. When Sexton caps off these alley-oops, it gets this team going.
Avdia finds Thibault. Here's Sharp. No good with the triple. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Good on the shot.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Out to the wing. Here's Kamare. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kamare's got 6.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp that time.
Sexton for 3. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And another 3 for Portland.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 12 now in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Swinging is out there with Murray. Then there's Jabari Walker. Then there's Grant. And it's Rupert in at the guard position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners are often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Clarkson. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Here's Rupert. He's covered by Clarkson. Drives to the hoop, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Throws it up high and finished off by Martin.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Clarkson passes to Filipowski. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Walker in the post, working on Martin, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
First personal foul.
No good on that
Team
one.
foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, Walker.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Trailblazers foul. Murray. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jazz leading by 16. Here's Clarkson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Assist goes to
Wow, Clarkson can really move. And once he's airborne, there's nothing the D can do.
Here's Rupert. He's covered by Clarkson.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Shot's good by Walker.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. 22 is their biggest lead. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And there's the drive. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Filipowski for Murray. The Jazz with another miss. There's a minute left in the third quarter. No good on that one. Jazz leading by 14. Clarkson for 3. Walker with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson passes to Martin. Trying to end the drought. Bricks the aggressive dunk attempt.
Come on, can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Left side, Grant. Back to Walker. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Utah. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Utah, looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got John Collins. Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Hendricks in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
I'm a big fan of how Markkanen runs the floor. He's got tremendous mobility, and he knows how to create angles for the pass.
Wide open look here for Klingon. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Collins kicks to Sexton. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Hendricks. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. They have plenty of time to get back in. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Well, he is tough to contain.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Sharp finds Avdia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
Personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Avdia against Markkanen. Avdia gets the bucket.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Here's Sexton, and that one drops for him. Sexton's got 33.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him. Markkanen against Avdia. Shoots over Markkanen, and Portland again with the bucket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Now Sexton. Collins, a screen on Sharp. Kicks it out to Collins. Pocket 6. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Sharp, the pass to Ayton. And there's the call on John Collins. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Sharp on the wing. Defended by Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Sharp against Sexton. And it's Sharp missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Trailblazers trail by 9. A baseline J. Here's Avdia. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Left side Collins. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sexton. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Trailblazers now. Able for 3. They get it back. Now, here's Avdia. Ayton. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. Now, here's Sexton. Fires from way outside. off target with that shot. And so it's Utah with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. You know,
The visiting
Hello, basketball fans. You've got and checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. And for Portland, they've got DeAndre Ayton. Matisse Thybulle out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Avdia.
Wow. And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
They set the pick. Sharpe passes to Ayton. Here's Kamari. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
The drive by Murray. Banked it in off the glass. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
With the drive. Sharpe, no good. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Allie, what do you have to say?
I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Ayton, a screen on Jones. Sharpe passes to Ayton. Back to Sharpe. And stolen by Jones. Murray finds Olynyk. Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Pass to Kamari. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharpe with tremendous upside to his game.
Murray drives in, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And you watch Shaedon Sharpe, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. And he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the game here. Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
Murray passes to Olynyk. And the layup is good off the glass. Olynyk's got 5.
Well, Kelly Olynyk can score all over, but really valuable when you start to get points from this kind of balanced attack.
Ayton, a screen on Jones. Three-pointer Sharpe. They get it back. Ayton. Outside Sharpe. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
He'll find a way to score near the bucket. Even if Sharpe has to go to a high degree of difficulty attempt, he'll score.
Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Sharpe passes to Ayton. Yep, that one goes. He has 6.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Pass to Williamson. Olynyk for three. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Avdia. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Williamson passes to Jones. Picked by Williamson. Jones with the ball. Avdia picks him up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
35 seconds left in the first.
And Zion absolutely rocking the rim.
Portland leading by 5. Ayton, a screen on Jones. To the paint. Back to Sharp. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Ayton. Jones grabs the board.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Murray passes to Olynyk. They kick it out to Murray. Knocks down the long J. Murray's got 9.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Murray's athleticism helping him navigate his way to the basket that time, an aggressive play.
Ayton with a screen. Here's Sharp. Ayton passes to Thibault. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. Thibault's got his first bucket in this one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Murray. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, BA. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, it sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's the 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Kamari. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
That one on Murphy.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara? He'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career.
Just 5 to shoot. And another basket for New Orleans.
There's Murphy using that length inside.
Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside Sharp. Pass to Ayton. And stolen by Jones. Here's Williamson. And he cranks it down right on top of DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Here's Kamari. The 3 hits a three-pointer. Kamari's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Murray inside, covered by Thibault. Murray's shot is good.
And it feels like DeJounte Murray's working at the post office right now because there's stamps of him all over this game.
Avdia outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The deep three. Tries again. Ayton with the bucket inside. Ayton's got 8.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Murray. Williamson outside. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Great court awareness by Murray, just whipping that pass right over to the wide open man.
Sharp against Jones. Ayton, a screen on Jones. And that one's good. Sharp. He has 7.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely. You're not going to scare Zion off if he's assertive and he's that far inside.
Sharp passes to Ayton. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Avdia with a steal. Here's Kamari. Give him 8. And he gets the bucket.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
Pelicans trail by 4. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Jones against Sharp. Stolen by Jones. Murray finds Jones. Kicks it out to Williamson. This one for 3. Look at Zion showcasing the range.
3.
Bible with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's New Orleans. They're up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. New Orleans in the lead. They've got Jabari Walker. He's out there with Jeremy Grant. Klingon out there with Henderson. And it's Rupert in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
Pass to Klingon. Walker with it. Here's Rupert, defended by Brown. Here's Klingon. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's Hawkins. Down low. Lets it go. Misi.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingon.
There's a screen. Here's Henderson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Henderson's got his first 2 points.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
So, Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So he gets confidence in that outside shot. People start pressing up on him. You're going to see that quick first step, and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim, becoming more impactful offensively.
You know, Brent, C.J. McCollum is just a natural leader, a classic connector.
Yeah, C.J. has been amazing since day one coming into the NBA. I have no doubt that C.J., after his playing career is over with, is going to spend a lot of time either in the front office or in the league office, the way he presents himself and promotes the game. Class act.
Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And again, New Orleans no good. Blazers trail by 3. Pass to Henderson. They set the pick. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, how about the touch from Henderson? Sinking that floater with confidence.
Here's Hawkins. Here's Misi. And Klingon pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. All right, let's get a report.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Pass to Misi. He takes it in. Boom! He jams it straight down. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Henderson scanning the floor. Here's Klingon from the high post. McCollum pulls it in. Brown with it, picked up by Grant. Here's Misi. McCollum outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
Henderson misses. The Pelicans lead by 3. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Testament to the savvy of McCollum. The defender bites on his subtle move, then is left with no choice but to foul him.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Olynyk passes to McCollum. Drains the triple. McCollum's got 8 here in this quarter.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
Can they get it? Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the 2nd overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. Over to the wing. McCollum outside. Here's Misi. Out to McCollum. Pass to Brown. 3 on the clock. Knocked loose. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Blazers trail by 6. Now Henderson. Give him 8. Knocked away. Here's Misi going inside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Henderson. Walker for 3. Hits a three-pointer.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
To the left side wing. Pass to Misi. 3 seconds left. No good on the layup. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Pelicans on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So for the Pelicans right now, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with the jump. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers.
Challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. BA?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Outside Jones. Back to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Murray electric that time, playing above the rim.
Ayton with a screen. Sharp, no good. The Pelicans lead by 6. Williamson, right side.
Get up to throw down.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great pass there from Herbert Jones. When someone's open, he'll find it.
Ayton, a screen on Jones. Sharp. Deflected. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle. Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Sharp passes to Ayton. Outside Thibault. Outside Sharp. 6 to shoot. Ayton with a screen. Floats one. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
DeAndre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big, he can get off of that screen so easily.
They kick it out to Murray. Williamson with a screen on Thibault. The drive by Murray, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Matisse Thibault.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good.
What growth from DeJounte Murray since coming into the league. Started as a role player, turned himself into an all-star.
Ayton passes to Thibault. Fires in the triple.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Williamson outside.
Oh, man! Nobody is stopping that.
Way up there in the rafters.
Insane! What a finish!
And Zion absolutely on fire right now. The D looks helpless.
Thibault passes to Ayton. That shot off the mark.
2 minutes.
New Orleans leading by 8. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Stolen by Ayton. Pass to Kamari from the arc. Another 3 for Portland.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. The layup misses. Portland has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Sharp, no good.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
Here's Williamson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Big slam by Murphy. His teammates encourage him to be aggressive, to make plays like that.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
A fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
Back to Murray. To the wing, right side. Here's Williamson. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Back to Murray. It's stolen by Thibault. The pull-up. Yes!
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And if you... claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Trey Murphy is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's Olynyk in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Murray. Olynyk the pass to Murray. Hits the jumper in space.
So effective from the mid-range. Can't give Murray room to get that one off.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Caught up with Will Hardy a few minutes ago. The first player that Coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
Thank you, David. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. That one off the back iron and out.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After the basket by Utah. Murray kicks to Olynyk. Right side, Jones. Williamson dishes to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. Jazz have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Sexton the pass to Collins. Murray against Sexton. driving the lane. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Kicks it out to Williamson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Sexton. Off on the layup. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 2. And it's Murray with the jam.
Leaving no room for error. Murray rises up and finishes with authority.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Off with the layup.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Now, here's Olynyk. He's tightly guarded. Olynyk, a screen on Kessler. Back to Olynyk. There's the 3. Hendricks pulls it in. The Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It's good.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Olynyk sets a screen for Jones. Olynyk dishes to Williamson. Back to Olynyk. Kicks it out to Jones. Off target from three-point range. Utah leading. Pass to Hendricks. This one for 3. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Takes it inside, and it's Murray with the jam.
And once the acceleration from Murray hits you, he's gone.
Sexton the pass to Collins. Markkanen from outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Tipped away. Jones finds Williamson. To the middle. And Williamson throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Walker Kessler,
and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans on top, leading. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Pelican substitution. Number 17.
New Orleans in the lead. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Colin Sexton is out there with Collins. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Kessler passes to Sexton. Misses the 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Back to Jones. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Jazz. And they're pushing it up. And there it is for him. Kessler's got 8.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Here's Murray. He can't get that one. Nice D from Sexton. And he drives in. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Murray for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Williamson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans.
Utah foul. Hendricks. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. With his first shot attempt. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
For 3, Murray. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz have gone 3 or 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
Anytime you get points in transition, you are thrilled. You can see the speed of Sexton on display.
Back to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Marking in a screen on Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Jones drives in. Jones slams it home. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And there's the bucket for Markkanen. Markkanen's got 7.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Murray against Sexton. 3-pointer. Murray, no good. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Sexton's shot is good.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points on the board.
Murray kicks to Williamson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Back to Kessler. And stolen by Williamson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Jones with it. Guarded now by Sexton. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jones dishes to Murray. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds in this game. Sexton the pass to Hendricks. Here's the screen. Good good on the triple. Hendricks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Substitution on the court.
Near the three-point line, it's Olynyk. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Jazz lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
So for New Orleans right now, Bruce Brown is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Hawkins. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Messi in at the center position. It's up a 3. Potter misses. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. A 2-point game. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
Pass to Messi. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. Messi's got his first bucket in this one. McCollum against Clarkson. There's the screen. Here's Filipowski. Drills the three-pointer. Filipowski's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And timeout called by Willie Green. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Check in for the Pelicans.
Number 50, Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Joe Olynyk. Now Hawkins hasn't made one yet. Yep, that one goes.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Clarkson kicks to Martin. Here's Filipowski, and he gets it to go. Filipowski's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Jazz. And it's McCollum off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Fires from deep. Filipowski grabs the board. Here's Martin. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Olynyk in the corner. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Olynyk's got 6.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with the deep shot. Love his concentration.
Here's Filipowski. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 1:27 left to play here in the third. Count it. Hawkins has got his second basket. Jazz leading by 3. Now, here's Clarkson. Out to the right wing. The shot by Filipowski, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's McCollum on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 1-point Utah lead.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Clarkson passes to Filipowski. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Filipowski. Cranes the three-pointer. Filipowski's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Jazz.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Count it, good. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
It's good by Filipowski.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Kicks it out to McCollum. With 1 on the clock. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Utah out in front. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Markkanen. Colin Sexton is out there with Collins. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Sexton with it. Jones covered. Traps in the tray. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Stolen. Sexton on the wing. Markkanen against Williamson. And the basket is good. And now a 9-point Jazz lead.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lowry Markkanen.
And so it's Willie Green calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. If those words work, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Collins with it, now guarded by Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jones. Collins against Murray. Williamson outside. Back to Murray. From past the arc. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And this coaching staff wants Murray to be the shot caller. Let him run the pick and roll and just make things happen.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. New Orleans moving it around. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Murray. Mr. Williamson. Clock at 6. And another shot. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Taken away. Here's Hendricks. Marking in from outside. Here's Kessler. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Utah Jazz.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Pass to Hendricks. Marking in a screen on Murray. Outside, Markkinen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Sexton against Murray. Collins wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Williamson against Collins. Williamson in the post. Collins with some nice D.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the...
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been...
Second team foul. At the line for Utah.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And here's McCollum for 3. Outside for Murray. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Kessler. And so it's Utah with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone satisfied.
doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Matisse Thybulle out there with Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. Here's Portland now. Here's Sharp. Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Right side Sharp. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he dunks it down.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
Portland shooting their first free throw in this game. And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharp, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Here's Kamare. Off the outside. Here's Kamare. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton passes to Avdia. Goes up on the wing. Ayton, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. Pass to Kessler.
Portland foul. Kamare. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Portland on D. There's the 3. And Hendricks gets it to go. Hendricks has got 5 points.
A sharp feed by Collins. His coaches want more of that from him.
Here's Sharp. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Back to Sexton. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Sharp. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism. Sexton can really get up and finish.
Sharp against Sexton.
Oh! Wow!
Oh, out of this world reverse jam. Nice.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Pass to Hendricks. On the take. And he throws it down with one hand.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Sexton against Sharp. Clock at 6. Avdia from outside. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jazz trail by 4. Outside Sexton. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Trailblazers have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Sharp with it, picked up by Collins. Pass to Kamare. And here's Avdia. Uses the glass on the layup. Avdia's got 5 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Sexton against Thibault. Markkanen with a screen on Thibault. Back to Markkanen. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Offensive rebound. Pass to Sexton. Markkanen outside. Back to Sexton. And that one drops. Sexton's got his second basket.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Three-pointer Sharp. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Sexton misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
We've got Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's John Collins, and it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Pass to Kessler. Back to Sexton. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree, Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
And for the Trailblazers, their shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Hendricks. And the layup falls. Hendricks has got 4 points this quarter.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Looking to win the run. Sharp, no good. The Jazz have gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. And Markkanen with the stuff.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Pass to Kamari. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Sexton. That one no good. Good work defensively by Thibault. For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Kamari, no good. Utah leading. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Hendricks. Thibault with the board. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Sharp, no good. For Utah, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Kessler, a screen on Avdia. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Sharp, and there's a pick. Outside for Sexton. Not on target. 4 for 9 in this one.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Ayton finds Sharp. Back to Ayton. Here's Sharp. The 3 is up. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
To halt the run, pass to Hendricks. Ooh, poked away. Dybel with a steal. To the inside, Abdia. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Back to Sexton. And he drives in. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
The nimbleness of Sexton on the drive makes him tough to stop. He can just squeeze right past you.
Pass to Aiden. It's Abdia on the wing. Kessler against Aiden. Outside Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Can't cash it in from the high post. Jazz trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Hendricks no good. Abdia from outside. Sexton grabs the board. Here's the break. The offensive rebound. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Take to the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shaedon Sharp really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the court right now for Portland. Jabari Walker is out there with Klingon. Then it's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Henderson. And it's Rupert in at the shooting guard position. It's stolen by Henderson. Now the Blazers on the move. And it's Rupert missing.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Oh, man. I mean, Clarkson just punishing the defense, running right in for the slam.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Pass to Martin. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Rupert. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Clarkson for 3. Sinks the tray. Clarkson's got 6 points.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Henderson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
The response from Scoop in answer 3. What a back and forth. Oh, my.
Here's Clarkson. Pass to Sensabaugh. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Portland shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And the free throw, no good.
Yet known for his size and defense, Klingon has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
Henderson outside. Utah grabs the miss. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Martin outside. Let's go with a 3. Utah gets it back. Here's Potter. Walker covering. 6 to shoot. Potter, pass to Martin. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Potter. Clarkson with the ball. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Give him 8 points now.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Portland has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
And that one's good. Clarkson. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Here's Rupert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Rupert's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Now here's Clarkson. He's got 10. Martin, right side. And they're on the run. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, a skilled interior player. I mean, Grant's teammates get him the rock and encourage him to punch it in.
Pass to Clarkson. From deep three-point range, Rupert grabs the board. The Trailblazers have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Henderson.
Wow.
The assist.
Yeah, head first down the lane. Henderson wants to throw it down on your head.
They set a pick to the wing, right side. The Jazz again can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And Clarkson, here we go. And a nice finish on the layup. Clarkson's got 12 points in just the second half.
I mean, this man has no fear. Clarkson puts his body on the line night in and night out.
Outside for Grant. Walker with it. Martin picks him up. Back to Walker from 20 feet. That shot off.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
That takes us to the end of the third. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Walker Kessler, Colin Sexton out there with John Collins. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And that one drops for him. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Sexton misses.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Thibault with it. Kessler on him.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Hendricks. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And it's Portland with a rebound. Launches a 3, knocks down the long J. And it's a 9-point Portland lead.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And it's blocked by Collins. Pass to Sexton. Now here's Collins. He's closely guarded. Stolen by Ayton. Only one man back on D. Three-pointer Sharp. Another three for Portland. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Here's Markkanen. Utah with another miss.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And Collins with the jam.
Whoa, did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Off the outside. Pass to Kamari. And it's good. 2 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And offensively, Sexton has been in the zone. He keeps finding chances and cashing in on them.
Here's Sharp. And he jams it home with authority.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Jazz trail by 12. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Markkanen. Yes! Markkanen from deep.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Outside Thibault. From deep three-point land. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, look at Collins staying one step ahead in transition, going all out to convert on the fast break.
Sharp against Sexton. Outside Sharp. Drops in the layup for 2. Sharp's got 27.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Pass to Ayton. There's 47 seconds left in the game. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Kessler. The three from Sexton. No luck on that one. So it's Portland now. And he lobs it up. It's tipped.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your player...
Oh, highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Sharp passes to Avdia. Fires away from way outside. Off target. So it's Portland picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always